guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am here for my November book haul, and I have just been grabbing things from all over the library, and I thought that I did better this month than I actually did. It's fine. So as always, this video is going to be all over the place. I've got some bookish things. I have some things that people sent to me. I have books that I bought. I have pre-orders. I just have everything. So let's just jump into this. So the first thing that I want to show you is something that I believe just became available as of yesterday when you guys are seeing this. And it is this book sleeve that is the cutest thing that I've ever seen for the holiday season. So you guys know that I rep for SewHappyStitchHappy book sleeves. They're my personal favorite book sleeves. I just like the consistency of them. They're not like super stiff, but they're also not like floppy. But just look at this pattern. How cute is this? You guys knew that I had to pick one that had like lovely little adorable animals all over it, but it's also kind of Christmassy. So stay tuned to my channel relatively soon because I actually got a second one of these and I'm gonna be doing a giveaway of this particular sleeve, even one that has pockets such as this. So keep an eye out. That might be happening soon. So on that note, as I'm filming this, I also just got this package in the mail today, which is my book art bookmarks, and one of these is also going to be in the giveaway. So these are three like holiday ones. This is the one that matches the book sleeve. It is actually like a dark gray geode slice, so you know it goes with that. Oh, that fell like right in there. So that one is going to be reserved for the giveaway, but I also have this like wonderful snowflake looking one. Just like look at this, take a gander at that. Is that not amazing? It has like a sparkly light blue band that goes around it. I love it. And then I believe this one is one of her new ones that she's doing this year. She's just calling these, I think, like winter flowers or holiday flowers, something like that. This is super cute. So this one has like a glittery red band with a little flower connector, and this is just precious. This also reminds me of vampires, so we're touching all the bases here. So those are the rep packages that I got for the two companies that I rep for, SewHappyStitchHappy book sleeves and BookArtBookmarks, which are my favorite bookmarks. So thank you to both Carolyn and Margot so much for sending these my way. If you guys are interested in things like this, I will leave their websites and my rep code down in the description for you guys so that you guys can save some money in case you would like to order anything from either of their shops going into the holiday season. Getting into some books, we're gonna go in no particular order whatsoever. I literally just have a pile of books in front of me and I'm just gonna show them to you. First book, The Kingmaker by Kennedy Ryan. Did I already haul this for you guys? No, this definitely came out in November. This was book one in a duet that is by Kennedy Ryan, who is my favorite author. This is the All the King's Men book one, and book two is actually already out. I haven't received my pre-order yet. There's a whole issue with Amazon apparently printing like weird versions of them. So I have already read this. I love the heck out of it. Stay tuned for my wrap up to hear my thoughts on this one. But in case you guys didn't know, Kennedy Ryan is like my favorite romance author. She just writes amazing adult contemporary romance, and this one is so good. This one actually touches a lot on the pipeline and Native American culture, and it's so tastefully done and well researched. Ah, it's so good. And it's also political, which is not my cup of tea, but oh my god, guys, I still gave it 5 stars. It was amazing. Like, I never thought that I would love a book that dealt heavily in politics, but it was so good. Okay, anyway, moving on. I received a book, actually a couple books off of my Amazon wish list this month, which is unbelievably amazing. You guys do not have to do that, but I do want to always show them in videos so that I can publicly thank you guys. I received Serious Moonlight by Jen Bennett. This is Jen Bennett's 2019 release, and I haven't read it yet, and look how perfect this looks for this time of year. Does this not look like the most like picturesque November snuggly little book? And this one was sent to me. I have your little thank you note by Samantha Laidlaw, please correct me about which one this is. So thank you so much, Samantha, for sending this my way. I am so excited to read this. This is going to be showing up in a video fairly soon. I would like to get to this as soon as possible for this time of season, if that makes sense. So thank you so much. I'm so appreciative. And while we are on the topic of things that were sent to me off of my wish list, I received 2 books from Olivia, who I'm going to leave linked down in the description. Go check her out. Follow all of her things. I will put all of her accounts down there for you guys. But thank you so much, Olivia. Like, seriously, thank you. So she sent me Jack of Hearts and Other Parts by Elsie Rosin. I saw the other Chelsea Darling Reads, talking about this earlier this year, and it just sounds like something that I need to read. This is YA, but I know that this is pretty, like, edgy with the content that's in it. I believe that this follows, like, an unapologetically queer individual in New York City who I believe kind of gives out teen sex advice. This sounds so similar to the show Sex Education on Netflix, which is, like, one of my favorite shows. Season 2 just got announced. I'm so excited. But I just heard that this is, like, fantastic. And it's also pretty graphic for YA, which piqued my interest, to be honest. So, she sent me that, and she also sent me this freaking amazing, unbelievably huge, beautiful book. I have had this on my wish list for a long time. Not necessarily for you guys, it's just something that I've wanted to buy myself. And she bought it off of my wish list. So, this is The Lost Words by Robert McFarlane and Jackie Morris. I personally don't buy coffee table books or picture books or anything just because I personally don't have much use for them beyond reading them once. But the artwork in this, I couldn't handle this. This is basically, like, look at this artwork in it. I can't. So it basically has beautiful, full, like, this book is huge, full page watercolor prints, and it has these little things that have words mixed in, and then it has a poem about a thing in nature. It's beautiful. I read through it. I've already read through it, like, multiple times now, and it's just so pretty. This is so, like, my aesthetic. Like, just, like, nature photography mixed with watercolor. Oh, I loved it so much. So, thank you so much, Olivia. Like, you for reals didn't have to do this, but oh my god, I'm so excited to have this book. It's so beautiful. I for sure cannot fit this in frame, so this is part of the haul, just know that, but there's no way this is fitting, like, on my shelf, on this cart, in any way, shape, or form. So, this exists. Let's move on. While we're on the topic of people just, like, randomly sending things my way, I checked my P.O. box, and I had this ARC sitting in it, which is one that I'm ridiculously excited about. So, like, you know my taste. So, this is from Kelsey, and this is The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller, who is the author of Warrior of the Wild and the Daughter of the Pirate King books. Yes, the Daughter of the Pirate King and Siren Queen books. And this sounds great. This doesn't come out until February, but this just sounds like a really dark YA fantasy, and I'm, in all honesty, getting kind of burnt out on YA fantasy unless it's gonna take, like, a really dark twist. This sounds like it's gonna do that. So basically, from the little blurb, it's a very short little blurb here, this follows a world where there is the Shadow King, like, obviously king of the kingdom, and he can command shadows to swirl around him and do his bidding. I immediately thought of Azrael. Anyone else? Like, I'm literally wearing my Hackamath shirt right now. But our protagonist in this is Alessandra, and her plan is literally listed right here as woo the Shadow King, marry him, kill him, and take his kingdom for herself. I mean, like, do I need to tell you anything else? No, I'm excited for that. Thank you so much, Kelsey. You were so right. That is totally up my alley. Okay, and the next 5 books, oh good lord, because I totally have shelf space for this, are books that I treated myself to. I had a gift card left over from my birthday back in June. I don't know where that came from. I found it in my wallet, and I was like, well, this needs some spending. So I went ahead and I bought the rest of the Jameson Valley series by Devney Perry. You guys know that I've been binging through this series over the past, like, couple months, and I just adore it. It's definitely, like, small town romance. It's my favorite type of series where we're following just kind of, like, small town boys and all of their romances. And also, these covers are some of my favorite covers in, like, the romance world. Like, I can't handle them. They're so pretty. I'm currently working on the last one, which is a novella, so I have a bookmark there. I only had book 1. I've been listening to them in Audible, like the Audible romance thing, and I just adore these covers. And also Devney Perry is signing at a Polycon next year, so I went ahead and I got the last of this series that I needed to get, and I'm so excited to have them. They're so pretty. So thank you, random gift card that was in my wallet. Okay, and then I also have to toss in case you guys didn't watch my reading vlog from the very beginning of this month, but I did go to BAM in that vlog to pick up a copy of Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin, because this was November's book that we read for my book club. Oh, it's very shadowy over there. So you guys will be hearing my thoughts on this in my wrap up, because as I'm filming this, we have finished this already. I liked it a lot. So I did go and pick up a copy of that, and while I was there, I found a used copy of Through the Woods by Emily Carroll, which I feel like is such a fitting thing for, like, this time of year. I know that this is a very, like, creepy graphic novel. It follows a whole bunch of different stories, but, like, the artwork is, like, very creepy. And it seems very ominous, but it also seems very, like, snowy and woodsy, so I feel like this is just prime reading time. And I found this used for, I think, $6, so I was like, mine. Moving into my Book of the Month books, in case you guys were curious, I dropped being a YA Book of the Month affiliate. I just wasn't comfortable with how the program was being run. That's a whole separate subject or whatever, but I am currently testing out being an affiliate for the regular Book of the Month, like the regular adult option that has been around for a while. I've been subscribed to it myself, like I've been paying for it for the past couple of years, and I really like that one. So in case you guys wanted to, I do have an affiliate link down in the description in case you guys would like to try it out. It's down there, just tossing that out there. So the two books that I got for Book of the Month were Ninth House and Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. Well, Ninth House is by Leigh Bardugo, obviously. Everybody knows that by now. This was one of those books that I just didn't pre-order. Like, I was excited, but I wasn't, like, dying for it, so I didn't pre-order any of the crazy expensive exclusive editions that were out, and I'm kind of glad that I did, because, spoiler, I've already read this too. It'll be in my wrap-up. Wasn't super impressed, though. So, stay tuned for that if you guys are curious about my thoughts on this one. And then this one is just a super cute adult romance. I love Talia Hibbert. I've read a bunch of stuff by her prior to this, and I've heard nothing but amazing things, so I'm very excited to get to this. I think I'm going to be reading this one this month as well. So, those were the books that I chose for myself for Book of the Month, and I was pretty happy with those choices. I'm looking forward to December's picks. Okay, next book that I have to show you guys is a novella. It's the Hoops Holiday novella by Kennedy Ryan. I've already hauled one Kennedy Ryan book. Why am I doing two? Because I wanted this one. Because I've already read the Hoops series by her, the Hoops trilogy, and this is a Christmas time novella. Hello. Perfect timing, am I right? Because I've already read those books. I love the characters. I already want to reread them. So I might as well have a little holiday novella to go into a TBR that's coming up very soon. And this is gonna come as no surprise to anybody, but I had to get the collector's edition of ACOTAR. I know, I have the collector's edition of Throne of Glass, and I like this series infinitely more. I'm literally wearing a shirt for it again. This is obviously not my favorite one in the series. Like, I could give or take this book. So I'm really hoping that they continue on and do the rest of at least this series in these editions, but it's like a beautiful, fancy version that has like beautiful embossed artwork on it, and it's all fancy and whatnot. I'm sure you guys have seen it, but I'm excited to have this, and I'm gonna take this one to get signed next year, and I'm so excited. So I did pick that up. I'm out of room. Let's just start stacking vertically. Does that work? That works for me. While we're on the subject of things that I pre-ordered for myself, I have 2 copies of Call Down the Hawk. You guys, I like Maggie Stiefvater. Okay, she's one of my favorite authors. I just really like her as a person. Big fan of hers. So I was already very excited about this because Raven Cycle, awesome series, big fan of that series. Roden Lynch, my favorite character from that series. So of course I had to get his spin-off series. So this is the Owl Crate edition, which came in the whole like special edition box and is signed and whatnot. So I'm really excited to have that because I like the blue way better than this orange-yellow version. But I pre-ordered this. I always pre-order her books from The Fountain, which is her local bookstore, because when you do that, you can also get a drawn-in version. So she drew this whole sword into like onto the title page. That's the word. And signed it. And you also got one of her also signed book plates with her artwork on it. She's an amazing artist, by the way, and like a little swag bookmark from it. Like, every time she has a book come out, I order it from The Fountain because you get a drawn-in, like a doodled-in version, which in my mind is so much more special, I know how to speak English, versions than anything else, so I always do that. So now I have 2 copies. I'm not mad about it. Other fancy pants books that I got myself, actually I pre-ordered these like a year ago, whenever they announced them. I got the Waterstones edition of The Night Circus that has blue edges, and I love this book. I'm one of the ultimate fangirls. I actually have the arc of this book. I read it that long ago, like a long time ago. So when they announced that they were having an exclusive hardcover version that was coming out, because I actually don't own like the physical, I literally only own the arc of it. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it. So I have that with the beautiful blue edges. And like everybody else, I got the Waterstone signed editions of The Starless Sea, which the UK covers are just superior. I'm sorry. I will always like, not always, but most of the time I'll like the UK covers. But look at those end pages. I can't. And this one, it did come signed. And in case you guys were curious, I got the dark blue one with a sword in the center, which is okay. I wanted the teal one with the bee in the center because I liked the bee. I don't know. But there were 3 hidden versions under the dust jacket. There was a red, a dark blue, and a light blue version. That's the version that I got, and it does have the, like, stenciled edges. I also just found out, I don't remember this, but I apparently ordered the Goldsboro edition, which I believe are closer to these colors. I believe the whole book is like a reddish tone. I'm so excited. So that'll be coming at some point. That'll probably be my December haul. And then the last 2 books that I have to show you, I just got this copy today. This is 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. This is the book that I am doing with my book club this coming month, but we are also timing this so that we can read this during Tis the Season-a-thon, which is happening the first week of December. So if you guys would like to read along with me with like structured reading dates with a whole group of people to discuss, I'll leave my Facebook group linked down below, but I mean, everybody's going to be reading this for Tis the Season-a-thon. P.S. I'm participating in Tis the Season-a-thon. Expect a TBR video to come very soon. So I did pick up a copy of this to read along, which I'm very excited about. Oh God, we're already out of room going vertically too. And then this last book I literally picked up today because I went to upgrade my phone, and in order to do that, they transfer all of your data over, and your girl's got a lot of data on her phone. She takes many a picture of cats and goats, so it was going to take an hour to transfer all of my data from my old phone to my new phone. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll go like do something and hang out and come back in an hour. Do you know how hard it is to fill time randomly without your phone to like entertain you for an hour? So I literally walked into the grocery store that was next door and I bought this book and I just read it in my car. And I'm loving it. It's so good. This is The Dreamers by Karen Thompson Walker. This is not a book that was even remotely close to being on my radar, but I literally just needed something to read for an hour in my car while my phone updated. And it's amazing. This is like an adult contemporary story about basically, I don't know what it is yet, some sort of illness or sickness that makes people fall asleep and never wake up again. And I'm assuming it's going to get more complex than that because I think it's going to have a lot to do with the dreams that these people have while they are in this like comatose state and whether they wake up from it or not. It's blurbed by Emily St. John Mandel, who wrote Station 11, which I feel like is a very fitting author to blurb this. The writing style is very similar. It's very beautiful lyrical prose mixed with like a really like dark subject matter, which is like, that's totally my jam. Also, look how pretty this book is. It's like rainbow-tastic. So this was just a book that caught my eye in the grocery store, and I read for an hour in my car, and I'm loving it so far. So this is now in my life. That is going to be it for my November book haul. That is many a book. I am aware, but I am still a happy Chelsea. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you guys got anything amazing in November, let me know down in the comments what you got, what you're excited about, and I'll see you guys in my next video.